I think you're a natural talent. I think you have a God-given gift, you know, to work the pedals and the steering wheel, what it takes to be a great race car driver. When you look back on your career, did you have to earn that?
I mean, I think a lot of it was God-given, thank God.
Yeah.
There were, early in my career when I raced go-karts, I mean, I wasn't used to throwing the car sideways. And I remember my dad had to teach me how to get the back of the cart swinging around. There were just certain techniques that he taught me that it was like once I figured those out, it seemed like it just opened up a Pandora's box on what you could do with race cars.
His dream comes true. Tony Stewart wins the Brickyard. Three-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion, Tony Stewart wins it.
I admire you not just for being Tony Stewart, but I consider you a racer. Define what the word racer means to you.
I think somebody that will go anywhere at any time and race anywhere, anytime. Doesn't matter what it pays, they just want to go race. I mean, that's what you do, that's what I do. I mean, it's what we do for a living, but at the same time, that's what we're passionate about, and that's what we want to do is just go race anywhere, any kind of car, anytime, it doesn't matter.
When I was a kid in high school, I was in study hall or whatever, and I'm thinking about the next race. What were you like in high school?
I spent most of my time in study hall drawing helmets and helmet designs, trying to figure out what I wanted my helmet to look like. I wasn't a very good student. I did enough to get by, but my mind wasn't into history and English and all that. I mean, the classes I liked, though, were math, geometry, physics, and...
You were designing your race car.
I didn't realize why I liked it in high school until after I got out of high school and got further into the racing. I realized why they were topics and subjects that interested me is because they did pertain to racing.
Do you feel like it's your job? I know you love it. Do you feel like you're a custodian of the sport? You know, nobody, I mean nobody, does what you do for racing.
I don't feel like it's a responsibility, but it's a passion. And next year, when I'm not racing a cup car anymore, I'm going to go run whatever I want to go run, whenever I want to go run it, because I haven't been able to do that the last couple of years. You know, I'm just at a part in my life where I'm going to be able to be a car owner in NASCAR and be at the track as much as I want to be at the track, but if I have something else I want to do, then I'm going to go do it. I mean, that's the fun part.
Do you feel like this is a check-off list that you must accomplish? I mean, you've won it all. Is this what you feel like you want to do, or you have to do, or what's that all about?
I just want to do me. To be honest.
You.
I mean,
I love it.
There's definitely a checklist. I mean, there's races and events that I want to check off the list, whether it's go to it or win them or whatever. But what I'm most proud of in my career, it's not winning at the Brickyard or winning a championship here or there. The thing I'm most proud of in my life as a race car driver is that I could go and be competitive. I may not win in it, but I could be competitive in every car that I've ever driven. I was competitive. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody could go do it, and not everybody's tried it, and people that have tried it weren't necessarily successful in it. But race wins and championships and big marquee event wins aside, I feel like I could go anywhere in the country and get in anybody's car and be competitive.
So, you know, Kenny, you look back at the early years of Tony Stewart's career, and he was somewhat of an intimidating guy. He was always mixing it up with somebody either inside of the car or outside the car. But what people need to remember about Tony Stewart is here is a guy with a tremendously huge heart.
I was afraid of him. He intimidated me. I was scared of him. And then what we came into common is we bought Macon Speedway in Macon, Illinois. We bought it together. And we became friends, and I would, you know, go to his motorhome and go up in there, and he's loving on cats and dogs. And I asked him, I said, "Are you a lover?" He goes, "Yes, I'm a lover." And I must say this, he will spend $20,000 on an airplane to help Tim McCready go back home when he broke his back. Tim McCready broke his back in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Chili Bowl. Tony Stewart is secretly just the sweetest guy.
No, you're exactly right. That's a part about Tony a lot of people don't know about. And again, if he wants to share it with you, it means you're his friend. He will tell you things he won't tell anybody else when you get to be buddies with him. And I love him to death because of the fact that, you know, that I respect the side that we see when he's a competitor, but I also understand whenever he's away from this sport how he can be totally different and how he can enjoy it in a different vein. I just think we're going to miss him not being on that racetrack. But I promise you, he's going to still be involved in NASCAR racing for many, many years to come. He's going to be a great owner. And don't be surprised when he talks about going someplace, at one of the places he goes, he may wind up going to Le Mans and racing the 24
Exactly.
hour
I want to add quickly, he is going dirt racing next year. He specifically told me that.
Yeah, there's a lot of competitors out there. There's very few champions, and Tony Stewart is a champion. Well, it's just